In Winnipeg, a heartwarming tradition is in full swing. Each year, Koats for Kids gathers the city's community to unite and share the warmth. This noble cause collects and distributes over 6,000 winter coats, ski pants, boots, and countless hats, mittens, and scarves to children and families in need.
So tell me more about this initiative and how it's important for Winnipeg kids.
So Koats for Kids is part of United Way's commitment to helping kids be all they can be. We know that Winnipeg winters are brutally cold, and it's important for kids and families to have the items that they need in order to get out into the community and enjoy winter. And so since 1989, Koats for Kids has been working with people in the community, partners, volunteers, and donors to collect, clean, and distribute winter coats, ski pants, boots, hats, mitts, and scarves, and get those out to kids and families in the community who need them.
So if you can tell me more about the challenging Winnipeg kids face during the winter season and how your organization helped them to overcome it.
So just the cold temperature is such a huge challenge. We know that when the temperature drops to -10, -20, even colder, it's not feasible to go and wait for the bus or to walk to and from school with just a hoodie or a light jacket or something on. And so it really is important in order for kids to get to school to make sure that they have the proper gear to help them get there safely. And so that's where Koats for Kids comes in, and for many families, we're able to provide the winter coat, the ski pants, the boots, the hats, and everything that they need to get to school safely.
Supporting initiatives like Koats for Kids is crucial for our community, and more importantly, children. In colder regions like Winnipeg, adequate winter clothing is not just a luxury, but a necessity. Children in particular are more vulnerable to the harsh cold, and providing them with warm coats, mittens, and scarves is essential for their health and well-being.
What kind of impact this organization made in Winnipeg City, and how it's helped our kids to be more confident and settle during the winter season?
Well, United Way is all about helping kids, achieve their dreams and be all they can be. And so Koats for Kids is just one of those ways that we're able to act on that. And so we see kids going to school as a way for them to succeed in school and in life later on. It's one of the great ways to open doors and help kids get an education. And so if they don't have coats and hats and boots in order to get themselves to school, that can be a huge barrier for folks. Think of even a winter in Winnipeg without those items. Kids can't go outside and build a snowman or go skating or tobogganing or just spend time with their friends, really, which is also very important. Those social connections are huge for kids in addition to the formal education that they need to receive. And so that's where Koats for Kids comes in and is able to help make sure that kids have those items so that they can get to school, they can have fun, they can build community and just be a kid.
So now tell me how this process works, how you collect the donations and how you know which kids, what they need, and how it goes directly to the right person from this organization to the right person.
Absolutely. So we work with partners all over the city, and so it really is a community effort for Koats for Kids to even happen each year. We have community partners who help us collect items at different locations across the city. So Winnipeg Fire Paramedic Service, Toys R Us stores, Perths, and so on. We also have partners who help drive those donations around. And so they bring them to us. We have volunteers who will sort them. We have hotels who do all the cleaning for us. So we make sure that all the coats and ski pants are professionally cleaned before they go out the door. And then, volunteers will sort and size through all the donations, make sure that they are in good condition. We have volunteers who will do mending if there's anything that has a little tear on it, make sure that the zippers work and everything is in good condition when it goes out. And then we have the volunteers who fill all those orders. And so we work with schools, daycares, and agencies across the city who will put a request in on behalf of a family who may need those items. And then our volunteers will work to fill those orders and get them out to the community as quickly as possible. And then again, we have even more volunteers who help deliver those orders so that we can get them out as soon as we possibly can.
Every child deserves to have access to warm clothing, regardless of their socio-economic background. Coats for Kids promotes equality by ensuring no child is left out in the cold, helping them maintain their dignity and self-esteem. When children are properly dressed for winter, they are more likely to attend school regularly. Inadequate clothing can lead to absenteeism due to health issues, which can have a long-term impact on a child's education and future opportunities.
Lastly, I want to know, because you mentioned a lot the volunteers, tell me their roles and how they are important to make this initiative succeed.
Volunteers are honestly critical to the success of what we do here. So from even getting the donations, we have volunteers across the city who will organize a collection drive at their school or workplace or amongst their community. And so getting those items to us is so important. And so we appreciate all the work that volunteers are doing in that regard. But then here at our Coats for Kids Volunteer Center, we have volunteers who will sort donations when they come in, make sure that the items that we're getting are good quality winter gear that we need. They wash hats, mitts, and scarves here in our facility with our washer and dryer. And then they help to get everything sorted and organized and then fill those orders. And so when we get an order from an agency, the volunteers check that over, make sure we have all the items, put it all together, and then we notify the organization when those items are ready to be picked up or going to get delivered. And then we also have amazing knitters across the city who will knit hats and mitts and scarves for us all throughout the year. And we're so grateful for their support because those are just such loving touches that we're able to send along with the coats. And then, like I mentioned, we have some volunteer menders who will also, you know, sometimes ski pants have a little tear on the knee or a rip on the coat or whatever it might be. And so we have volunteers who will do that mending for us as well, so that we're able to repurpose items that maybe otherwise would have ended up in the landfill.
Warm hearts, bright futures. Providing warm winter clothes to kids is not just about physical warmth, but also about emotional warmth. It sends a powerful message to these children that their community cares for them. This episode was written and produced by Zuher Almusre. With you Multicultural, I'm Ryan Funk.